Hello, dear learner students. Welcome once again. As we have started this particular series for the question and answer, today it's our second lecture. That in first lecture we have studied about the water technology, that is related to water, what type of questions can be asked and how should we write its answer. In the same way, today we are going to discuss some questions related to corrosion and its control. So guys, how the questions can be asked in the university exam, what are their particular values and how its answer should be designed, that today we are going to discuss. Now our topic is corrosion and its control, that once again I am saying here. So guys, very first question that I wrote here, it is, what is corrosion? Write its mechanism. So guys, this question can be asked by number of ways. It is particularly the atmospheric corrosion or dry corrosion. So its mechanism simply is to be written in simply two reactions. So first reaction is the reaction of oxidation, while second one is the reaction of reduction. Simply you have to write that two reactions and have to explain in the same way, that at first what is the definition of corrosion, what is the definition of dry or atmospheric corrosion, and then that reactions are to be explained. That in the first reaction there occurs oxidation by giving electrons, and that electrons are taken by atmospheric oxygen to form the metal oxide, and in this way thin film of metal oxide will be formed. In this way you have to write its explanation. Then 3 marks will be there for you. No one can cut your marks. In the same way, the second question is that what is the atmospheric corrosion? Write the different possible layers and also state the piling Bedworth rule. In this case, you have to write that what is the corrosion again, what is the atmospheric or dry corrosion again, and what type of layers, that means the film which is formed by the process of corrosion, that is a film of metal oxide. So how that film is reacting, on that basis that what the next corrosion is depending. That means if the layer is stable, the layer, it will react there as a protective layer. That means when we coat any type of metal for the protection purpose, in the same way that layer will react. So this is one type of layer, that is a stable layer. Then unstable layer, that which is not possibly formed, that means the reversible reaction is possible in that case. Then volatile layer, that layer which is when once formed it will get volatilizes. That means the next portion of the metal will remain exposed with the surrounding, and continuously corrosion is possible in a very short time, that metal can get destructed totally. So in this way, the third layer, while the fourth layer is a porous layer which is depending on the piling Bedworth rule. In this case guys, the rule states that an oxide is particularly the protective or non-porous when the size, or the, we can say that volume of an oxide is at least as great as the volume of the metal from which it is formed. That means the volume of the metal and the volume of the layer, whenever it is equal or volume of layer is more, then only it is protective or non-porous. Otherwise there will be formation of pores, and through the pores that atmospheric oxygen can attack. In this way you have to answer the questions, this second question, and it may be asked for 3 to 4 marks at least. Then after that, the next question, explain mechanism of electrochemical corrosion in the acid and in the neutral media. Guys, this question can be asked by 2 different ways or in 2 different bits. Like first will be there in the acid media for the 4 marks, 3 to 4 marks, or another may ask for in the neutral media again for 3 to 4 marks, or whenever it is asked combinedly like this, so it must have 5 to 6 marks at least. So in this case, number of ways are there to ask the question, that how will you carry out mechanism of wet corrosion? How will you carry out mechanism of electrochemical corrosion in the acid media, in the neutral media? In again, one another way to ask that, whenever there is acid media, there is a removal of H2. Whenever there is a neutral media, there is absorption of O2. So in that way also question can be asked. Like explain the mechanism of electrochemical corrosion by removal of hydrogen. Explain the mechanism by absorption of oxygen. In this way, number of ways are there to ask the question, but answer is same. That is, at first you have to explain what is electrochemical corrosion, what is wet corrosion, what is immersed corrosion, just its definition, somewhat introductory 1 to 2 lines, and after that just moving towards the mechanism. In this, the diagram has to show there with a proper labeling and its neat and cleanliness. Then with that you have to write your reactions, that is reaction on anode, particularly oxidation, and cathode, then it's an reduction reaction. And explanation is like that. In your own word you can write that at the anode particularly there occurs the process of oxidation to give electron, and that electrons which are given by anode must be accepted by cathode and that media which is provided. In the same way we have to answer the second type of mechanism, that is in the neutral media also, but only the second reaction is different, while first reaction is same in both cases. That is the reaction of oxidation to give electron. In first case, reaction of reduction is that just H2 positive ions are there that will be reacted with electrons to form H2 gas, while in second case one oxygen molecule which is in the half we have to write, and one water molecule, then they will take electron to get into the twice OH negative ion, and ultimately FeOH by 2, that is ferrous hydroxide, named yellow colored product of a rust, is formed there. So in this way we have to answer, and we have to write in your own word also. Okay, now next question is that what is the corrosion control by the hot dipping? So this question also can be asked by number of ways, because of there is only one method which is given in our syllabus, that what is hot dipping, and write its ways to carry out hot dipping. In this case, at first we have to write that what is the corrosion control. So we should know that what is corrosion control, or there should be idea that the student should know this. So for that purpose we have to write the mechanism, or before mechanism we have to write the what is the control of corrosion and why there is a need of control of corrosion. In 2 to 3 lines we have to explain that. After that you have to write that what is the exactly metallic coatings, because the hot dipping term it comes under metallic coatings. So metallic coatings is what, and then after that what is hot dipping, what is the way to carry out hot dipping, and after that you will have to move towards galvanizing and particularly tinning, what type of the specific type of the metal is used, and then you have to design your total diagrams as well as its explanation in the terms like introduction, like its construction, its working, and then its uses or applications. Because of some differentiation in applications as well as how to carry out method, what are the types of conditions to be given to carry out these coatings, that are important, and each step must have its particular significance, and that is to be discussed in the working under the heading of working point. So guys, in this way you have to answer all the questions, and with this again if you see some different type of questions that can also be referred, but if you studied particularly these 4 questions at least, you will get the marks related to corrosion, guys. So with this me, Dr. Jyoti Shegokar, and feeling very thankful that you are tuning with me. Guys, if you are new for the channel, subscribe the channel and also hit the bell icon so that you can get the related videos very soon. And also like the video, share it to your friends also who are needy for the same. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching.